GOS is a genomics visualization library for Python that we've developed in the Gellenborg lab. With GOS, you can create rich interactive visualizations in Jupyter notebooks and then export these visualizations to share widely on the web. GOS is built on top of the Gosling visualization grammar, which defines a set of primitives for genome map data sets and creating data visualizations based off of these data. Gosling is an implementation of a grammar of graphics, and in particular, it decomposes genomics visualizations into smaller building blocks so that you can build these sort of complicated interactive visualizations from atomic elements rather than sort of a template-based approach that many genome browsers employ. However, when you're using atomic building blocks, the specifications can be quite long, and so JSON can be difficult to edit by hand. And if you're trying to write these things in Python, it's not super ergonomic. Additionally, web-based tools often require a web server, so it's challenging for these tools to incorporate more into interactive data analyses, and rather they get pushed to being used at the end of bioinformatics pipelines. So GOS is our approach to try to solve some of these issues. GOS is a Python library that provides a very simple API for creating Gosling visualizations, and then it integrates seamlessly into Jupyter notebooks so that you can create visualizations during an analysis. To get started with GOS, you just need to import the library, define a data set that you want to create your visualizations from, and then you'll create a track which binds a data set to the track. You define a mark for your track, and then you specify an encoding that maps fields from your data to visual properties for that mark. And so this track definition, I have a heat map, but I can change the mark or the encodings to get a line chart, just change the mark to get a point plot. And similarly, I can use additional encodings to create a more sophisticated visualization. And because we're in Python, we can actually save these objects to variables. So here I have a track, I'm saving it to a variable called points, and create another variable called line, that's another line plot. And then I can combine these visualizations together into a single visualization using GOS overlay. And so this is a pretty contrived example, but you can use this layering of tracks to create much more complicated visualizations. Gosling is an interactive visualization framework. So there are many different interactions, such as tooltips, multiple linked views, and semantic zoom, which are available to you using the GOS library. And an important thing to note is that every visualization that you author with GOS may be exported to standalone HTML or exported into a separate editor. So in Jupyter Notebooks, these things open directly and are rendered right in your analysis workflow, but they can be exported very easily. And finally, a very important feature of GOS is that it supports transparently loading local data sets. So if you want to visualize your own data, it's very easy to do so. Check out our ISMB tutorial for more information.